Jaguar Wright is determined to reveal every last detail related to the case. Thus, she is not letting the Angie Stone predicament go away. Many conspiracy theories have been put up since Angie's unexpected death last month, claiming that she was killed because she was going to expose some of the most influential people in the business. And you are all aware that these individuals dislike being exposed. Jaguar Wright, however, later came forward to corroborate the accusations, asserting that Angie was not just killed but also murdered, was purportedly offered as a sacrifice. Jaguar was more than happy to spill the tea on Angie because, as far as we know, she is not the kind of person who keeps secrets from Hollywood's top brass. However, it appears that she may have taken on more than she can handle because her revelations have made her a target. Let's dissect this since it appears that a bigger conspiracy is at work. Fans sensed something wasn't right when Angie Stone died in a vehicle accident last month. Recently, she has declared that she was going to battle certain influential industry figures who had been defrauding her for years. "I've just learned something that has been kept under wraps for far too long," she wrote. "My publishing was stolen. I can tell you exactly who did it. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm coming for you. All the dogs who believed they could take what's mine should trust that I'm prepared." As Jamie Foxx stated, "Now it's my turn to share my testimony," was what had transpired. A new chapter has begun, and you can wager that the truth is emerging. Keep an eye out. She said she was going to share more about her struggle with us, but she died in the collision before she could, which led to rumors that she was being silenced. Conspiracy theories were rampant, and they only became more pronounced when Jaguar Wright asserted that Angie was supposedly silenced because she was about to expose some influential individuals.
They want their payment. They want their pound of flesh. They want you to keep feeding the system. Doesn't matter how hard she worked for it. That's not her money. That's their money. That's what they do. They've been robbing me for years.
Yep.
They stole more money from me than they stole from Angie. I can't stop thinking about Nick Carter. And Aaron Carter. I can't stop thinking. Brother in the Illuminati, brother not in the Illuminati. Brother in the Illuminati commits all kinds of crimes against women, and he's okay, but his brother's gone. And all he wanted was his money so he could push on. Like, how many of these things have to happen in front of the public? Of course they're going to attack, I'll be sure. Of course they're going to attack me. Of course they're going to attack anybody who's interested in the truth. Of course they're going to come at us really hard for that first 72 hours and make sure we stop posting, or at least get us flagged from being able to go live so nobody thinks about the details of the fact that we just watch Angie Stone get moved around in real time on her son's
child. The internet went crazy over this. At first, fans thought Jaguar was making this up. But then some things happened that made this suspicious situation even more suspicious. First, we learned that Angie was the only person to die in 2 accidents that happened within minutes of each other. Angie and her group were returning from a Mardi Gras show in Alabama on March 1st, 2025. They had been in the city deciding to take a vacation and enjoy the celebrations while filming for a new project. It was meant to be a relaxing short getaway before returning to work. They were driving along I-95 in a Sprinter van when everything suddenly took a crazy turn. The van suddenly lost control and overturned, causing complete commotion. All 9 individuals were inside, and although they were all startled, fortunately, none of them suffered any serious injuries. However, before anyone could even after the first crash or when they grabbed their phones to ask for assistance, things moved from terrible to completely disastrous. Suddenly, a semi-truck traveling at full speed on the highway struck the already demolished Sprinter van, crushing it instantly. Sadly, Angie did not make it out alive, and she was the sole one killed that evening. Since there is very little chance of being involved in 2 serious incidents within minutes of one another. Fans are ascertained that it wasn't a mishap when Angie's friend, Sharita Murphy, who was in the first van with her, revealed something worrisome. The situation became even more tense. She claims that the van's driver abruptly began to accelerate and would not stop, despite Angie's orders to do so. Sharita Murphy, one of the 8 passengers in the vehicle with Angie Stone, reportedly posted on her Facebook page to thank everyone, saying, "We are fortunate to be live." Okay. She attributes Angie Stone's composure throughout the situation. Angie Stone allegedly asked the van driver to slow down because of his exceedingly rapid driving, but he refused, causing the van to flip 3 times before being hit by an 18-wheeler and Angie Stone's death. Speaking of the 18-wheeler, we quickly learned that the driver had abruptly disappeared. We're not sure now if he was spot off or if he was silenced, but his sudden departure raised suspicions tenfold. According to a source, "I used to work at the same trucking company as the guy who crashed into the Sprinter van that struck Miss Stone as she was receiving medical attention on the side of the road. She was thrown a few yards as a result of the impact, and I don't think he's going to go back to work. To be honest, he has been tormented by this, and he is not answering the company's texts or calls after we found out that he turned in the rig and departed. My wife contacted his wife to give support. According to my old boss, he explained that he saw the wreck too quickly to adjust to avoid it. It's given all the information at my disposal. Something about this just doesn't seem right. I'm shocked that he hadn't been drinking because there is a long history of that. I'm not pretending to be Perry Mason with their sources to resolve a case. I just wanted to get in touch. Furthermore, according to accounts, the driver's route from Mobile to Birmingham did not require a halt at mile marker 162 unless they were instructed to do so. According to FMCSA statistics, the Freightliner had no mechanical problems before March 1st. What the truck driver was doing on that road in the first place is now the crucial question. More significantly, why has he abruptly disappeared? There's something wrong with this whole thing. There are rumors of a high-level cover-up, and fans are criticizing the entire inquiry. At this point, people began to pay more and more attention to Jaguar Wright's accusations. And many are beginning to question whether we will ever obtain accurate answers about what truly happened the night Angie died, or if the truth is being buried with her. And like I mentioned, it's sort of filing cover-up additionally. It appears that Jaguar's disclosures placed her squarely in the sights of those who removed Angie. She reiterated her allegations that Angie was unalive in a recent interview, saying that it was a sacrifice made for the industry.
Surrounding her death, do you question anything that happened there?
I'm saying, in my opinion, and all of my investigative knowledge for all of the years that I have been in the industry, investigating the industry, and all the harm that it does, it looks like a sacrifice to me. It looks like a sacrifice to me. Why do you need NDAs for an accident? Haven't I asked that question on this couch before?
Right.
Why do you need an NDA for an accident? If it's an accident, it's an accident. Anything said or brought about, there should be no pushback. There should be no hush-hush. A lot of people going missing. That driver's missing now, too. He went to work, turned in his truck, said he was traumatized, and just disappeared.
There have been claims that Angie Stone's family was coerced into signing non-disclosure agreements. Though I am unable to verify this, an eyewitness who assisted Angie in exiting the van following the initial collision stated that Angie's relatives contacted her and instructed her to remove the films she had taken of the event. She is still nice even though she removed the footage. Out of consideration for Angie and the family, you think it's suspicious? Additionally, she asserted that Angie had supposedly become involved with the Illuminati.
Honestly say right now that the only reason I am still alive and Angie Stone is not is because I stopped taking Illuminati gigs.
She went on to say that telling Angie the truth about what had happened to her could endanger her life. She stated that following her remarks when Angie died away, she was accosted by some unidentified individuals.
Something. I said something. We were attacked immediately.
Right.
Why?
Okay.
You want to know what else I find funny? We got attacked for speaking about the truth. But all of those other entertainers, ain't none of them saying nothing. Especially the females who were mentored and influenced by Angie Stone, no different than me.
It's difficult not to trust Angie given the numerous accounts of her nearly being jumped for her disclosures. We have to question how far these people will go to protect their secrets. And whether the truth will ever be revealed. Please share your thoughts about this in the comments section below, and then watch this following video